One of the things I learned about myself while attending LDS is that we're all different people. We all come from different places, which makes us who we are. So one of the big main exercises we did was the strength tests, where we all had to answer a bunch of questions, and based on those questions, we figured out what our main strengths were. And for me in particular, my strengths kind of fit in exactly who I felt like who I was, but didn't really realize it till after I realized those qualities of my strengths that I actually see it for myself. So in that aspect, you see so many people and all these leaders here meeting together, coming from, like I said, different places, different backgrounds, with having different mindsets, different excitements, everything different, and coming together to be able to express themselves in their way, in their what they feel is the strength, what they feel is their weaknesses, and to be able to work together. And for me, being able to do that, being able to see where I am most best in terms of being a leader, where I'm a little slacking on other aspects, and being able to express myself and work with other people helps me as well as everybody else become much better at being a leader. Because in the end of the day, we are those that people look up to, we're those that people inspire to be, and we have to be on the top of our game to make sure we lead by example and make sure we give the best efforts that we can to make sure everybody else around us is giving their utmost benefit and maximizing every potential that everybody has. One thing that I could take back from attending LDS is that, you know, everybody thinks that they have their own story, they have their own struggle. But in reality, we all are doing the same thing. We're fighting for the same causes, the same goals. So being able to meet a bunch of people that you're probably meeting for the first time and connecting with them on a first name basis an hour after meeting them, and realizing that, you know what, you're not alone in this. Yeah, you might have your baggage, you might have that struggle, you might be coming from issues back home, but you're not the only one. You are with people that know what you're dealing with, that probably know that it's okay to be going through this and you're doing a great job. Or even in another aspect, learning from people that you maybe never have experienced those experiences, and learning from them, and they can learn from you. So that's the one thing I could probably bring back, because from what I learned from myself here and from other people is that life is just full of surprises and you can't be ready for everything. So being able to learn from other people is one thing. Like the saying, a student's going to be a teacher one time, and a teacher is always going to be a student. Like, you're always learning, so that way you could always help teach somebody else. I would recommend anybody to be able to come to this seminar, this LDS, because, you know, you learn a lot about yourselves, whether you believe this is a help make you grow in a leader that you should become, or if you believe you are a leader already but you just need a little like refreshing here and a little polishing. But whatever the reasons are, the dynamics that this few days gives you is undeniably there. There's no way you could say you could get this anywhere else, being happy or fulfilled with your leadership experiences and growth, unless you came to something like this, because we're pushed to go above our boundaries, we're pushed to go above the norm. And even for us, for some people that might have it easier than others in terms of talking or expressing, for others it's not that easy, and that's the push that is required of us. Every day we're challenged to be better than who we were the day before. And you have to keep living that way. You got to keep living in that mindset that, you know, tomorrow you're going to just do it, even if it's an inch more, a centimeter more, a little ounce better than the day before, you got to keep doing it. So if you want to be a leader, you need to come to something like this, because if you think you're a good leader now, imagine how much of a better leader you'd be after you came to LDS.